All right, this was a rough one for the Empire, Alex.
Oh, it was.
Yeah. So welcome to the meditations on our most recent game of Star Wars Shatterpoint. Mandalorians. This is the way against Moff Gideon and Elite Squad for the Empire. And I think right off the hop, we wanted to do something a little bit more thematic, which involved Moff Gideon against Mando and and these guys. And
I think it was an interesting combination of Moff Gideon is a very good. I think Moff Gideon and his squad was actually just fine into this matchup. I think they don't mesh super duper well with the new crosshairs.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of something that hurts you in the grand scheme of this one. Mm-hmm. You lack some synergy on all that, and yeah. You weren't really able to leverage Moff Gideon as effectively as you have in the past, mm-hmm. which I think kind of hurt you as well. So yeah, I think there were some synergy sides for you. Meanwhile, the friggin' armorer in the Mandalorians, man.
They did phenomenal for you. Every single one of their abilities just popped off. They did everything.
I don't think they had a bad attack roll.
No.
All game. Like, I think every single one of my attack rolls was just straight fire.
Mm-hmm.
The armorer basically just walked up, set the tone for the entire game with her hammer, and just rolled with it. The Mandalorian just, did the same thing, like just obnoxiously hard to take down. Han and Chewie, they had their one amazingly good activation and
then took a dirt nap.
But they took the Dark Troopers down early and made them very expensive.
Luke crossed the entire board and then got to punch someone?
Yeah, getting from here to like that ingress point, then from here to that ingress point, and then advancing over there and punching ES04 Firebrand was just bad.
Importantly, shooting, because he didn't land within 2 of her.
Yeah, like that was just batty. That was an insane amount of things. And I think I need to sit down and come up with a good philosophy on how to do ingress points. Because in all seriousness, like we've had a handful of games at this point where I really feel like
the ingress points have felt very
too impactful,
and
in some cases.
Also generally like there's definitely been some games where the ingress points have been very powerful for both players, but I've noticed a few times where the ingress points have been very not skewed towards one player necessarily, but on purpose or anything,
but still a bit one-sided.
Some interesting play patterns arise that allow for some crazy movement.
Yeah, and I think this was... The funny thing is before this game even started, we took a look at it and it's like, okay, we don't want to have a crazy amount of ingress points.
Yeah, we stopped and we said, slow down the roll on the ingress points.
Yeah, here. Like I put it like an ingress point over here, and then I put an ingress point like right there. Then one
right there.
One right there, and I think there's one on this side.
Yeah, I've got a ladder over here, and then the molded in one here.
So neither of us have a crazy amount of ingress points, right? But I think this central tower right here with the 2 ingress points was huge.
Quite powerful, yeah.
Was quite powerful. And I think that gave me an edge without me really thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Because, getting Luke over there was just backbreaking for the Empire. Because I think that was a turn I scored all 4?
Yeah. Or, if not, very similar to it. And he was able to go from a position of, well, there's not a lot of things over there that he can really interact with, to... Actually, I'm on your back point.
Yeah, I'll interact with whoever I damn well please. And I mean, starting with a reposition.
Yep.
As well as like his grappling hook, right?
Yeah,
like
reposition to an ingress point, grappling hook to an ingress point, walk. If you wanted the extra distance, that walk could have been to an ingress point.
Yeah, no, I was able to chain those ingress points, and that was huge. Mm-hmm. That was huge, and I think something needs to kind of. I almost feel like I want to make ingress points fixed points on this terrain, so we no longer have a whole. Well, where can we put these type things?
Yeah,
because I feel like when we can place them somewhere, it might seem like a great idea that's fair and balanced, and then all of a sudden we get a weird situation, right?
Yeah,
or almost create like a little bit of scatter terrain that's just like this area off limits. So we turn some ingress points off, right?
Yeah.
Because, oh my goodness, yeah, the ingress points really worked in my favor in this particular game.
Mm-hmm.
And that gave me the move to like sort of break your back and struggle number 1.
Mm-hmm. It also allowed the armorer to get some good distance.
Yeah, because the armorer was able to jump ingress point up, beat the tar out of the elite special forces.
Yeah, she got, I don't think she moved. I don't think the armorer made a move action.
Nope, because both times she was able to focus. Because the second time she did her jump, and then she did her both hunter and prey.
Yeah.
And both times, like, she got enough successes that she's like, I'm just going to recover the explosives.
Yeah. Can we talk about that? I think that both of us are exposed. Great. That's unfortunate for her, I guess, except on 4 successes on both of her trees, she has a recover.
Yep.
And she's rolling...
She's rolling 7 dice on one side, 8 dice on the other.
Potentially 9 if she's focusing, and with the amount of movement she can get, I think she's probably focusing most of the time.
Oh yeah, no, she is very fast because with both Hunter and Prey, it's a jump or an advance. It's not a jump or a dash, it's a jump and advance. And she is fast.
She's so quick.
She is disturbingly fast. I wish some Jedi were as fast as her. She is...
I could definitely see a world where she does something like Luke did and goes, "Oh, I guess I'm not focusing, but I'm going to cross the board and punch your weakest character."
Isn't that what she kind of did?
No, she punched one of my primaries at full health and went dead.
Well, she also did the elite special force.
They had no damage on them. She just killed people from full.
She did. And that was the thing. So many of the attacks were just straight fire, right? It's one of those things where, okay, how do you recover from that? Mind you, on the second struggle, you were one good activation away.
Yes, I think a few times in a row I was like, I'm pulling back, because I just get the one good activation. And
frankly, this Dark Trooper mathematically
should have done it. Also, we measured quite a bit off camera. I was just shy of getting a really cool reflector disc shot
about
with
half
Crosshair.
A centimeter off.
Yeah,
and I was really rooting for you because the idea was you were going to get Crosshair from the back to move up, get within 4 of this guy right here, who would then hopefully be within 5 of the Mando down here.
Yep.
And then you would just plink the Mando, which means the Dark Trooper would have taken this spot. You would have gotten a momentum. So you would have ended that turn on...
I would have scored 2 more,
and I think,
which would have put me there.
Yeah, I think this is where you would have ended on that particular turn. I would have been here.
Yeah.
Right?
It's still dangerous for me. If you get the priority point, I do still kind of just...
Well, at that point, you would have controlled 2 points, right?
I would have controlled 2 points. It would have put some real play into your next...
I also top-decked the covert Mandos, though, which was the other thing, right?
Which would have been they woke up, they stood exactly where... They walk onto that point, and then
I scored 2 points. And
then that's game.
Yeah, I don't know... I can't remember what the last priority objective was.
I don't think it matters.
It might not have, but yeah, that was a tight struggle.
Yeah.
And you were fighting uphill for the entire time. But... yeah, so this is the Waybox. Very powerful. So thank you, AMG. Shatterpoint players, look forward to this box. This is great.
Yeah.
I just wish I could bring it to an upcoming GT, but pretty sure that's not kosher if it's not released. So there we go. So yeah, there it is. Hopefully the Elite Squad gets another better showing than this one, because I don't think that this one was really in their favor. And we will see you guys next time. Happy wargaming.